Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and we're going to look at game number 8 in our 20 from the Atari 2600 VCS series. This game was created by Activision and John Vanryzin, or Vanryzin, one of the two, in 1984, and it was definitely one of Activision's best games. I enjoyed this one a lot, and this one is called H.E.R.O, or maybe it's H.E.R.O. Not sure what the H.E.R.O stands for, but the guy's name I think was Robert H.E.R.O or R.E.R.O. Really stupid. But the game is a lot of fun. It's an exploration game, fixed screen at a time, but you can move to different screens, and you are this heroic guy going in mines to rescue trapped miners, and you have a propeller pack, which is really useful, and you can fly downwards, you can fly upwards a little ways, as long as you hold upwards on the joystick, and you can plant dynamite charges, and to do that you just press down when you're standing on solid ground. Controlling the miner or the miners flying can be a real pain in the ass in this game. It's not as smooth as you'd like it to be. If you let go of holding up when you're flying, you'll drop down a little bit. And it's critical to know how to control the guy in this game, because man, you'll think you figured it out, and then you haven't. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. This is stage number 1, and it's very straightforward. You just drop down and save the miner. You have to reach the miner, and then you just touch him to end the level. And you will get a bonus for how many dynamite charges you did not use, and how much time you got left. It says power. It's a power meter. And the further you get in the game, the more points you're going to get from that power meter, or for however much power you have left. The dynamite charges will go off very quickly, so do not stand still. Move away immediately after you plant one. For every 20,000 points, you will get an extra life. There is a laser gun that you have, and you'll be able to blast the various critters in this game. There are spiders, there's moths, there's snakes, there are bats, and there's a tentacle we'll see later on. There will be some shafts that you'll fall down, and you'll touch a lantern, and you'll turn the lights off. That makes it hard to see. Woo. But yeah, you will find various thin walls that you'll need to blow up. And you saw back to the right there was a red wall. That is actually magma, and there's more magma there. Deadly to touch. Touching any critter is deadly. Touching a magma wall is deadly. Getting caught in an explosion is deadly. Falling in water is deadly. Falling in lava is deadly. You just want to get to the bottom and touch the miner, and then you'll move on to the next stage. And that's basically it. Just keep exploring. Oftentimes, if you see a wall that can be blown up, you'll need to blow it up. Except there. If you can see a clear-cut way to go down, then it's often safe. Sometimes there will be a critter right in the way once you go down, and it'll kill you when you touch it. Yeah, there, obviously, you do not want to go down through that spider, because it'll kill you. The best way to do well in this game is just play it time and again. Just get used to the stages. Draw a map or something if you need to. watch it as you play, you'll get a feel as to which should be the right direction to go. If you see an enemy that isn't in the way of the shaft, then that's often the way you need to go. If you get killed by an enemy, note that it will disappear. Yeah, it takes a while to get used to the flying controls. They're not particularly great. If you hold up on the controller, you'll fly up, and you continue to fly up. If you let go, you start to drop a good deal, and you can easily drop a lot more than you intended to, like there. Crap. Yeah, I don't like the controls on this game, the flying controls. Other than that, this game is a blast. Pun, I guess, intended. But, yeah, do not stand still when you're putting down your... Whoa, that was close. When you're putting down your dynamite charge. Back off. You don't have to back off very far. And if you have an enemy right on the other side of the wall, you might be able to take them out too, but that spider was just a little bit too far away. Just play this game over and over and over and over again, and you'll start to memorize the layout of the stage. That's just the best way to play this game, is just keep playing it over and over and over. Remember where things are. And this is a pain here. Ah, crap. But yeah, you see that moth. Kind of hard to tell what it is, but I guess it's a moth. That moth was kind of in the way. It makes it difficult to fly. And you don't have much room to stand here. You have to set the bomb and back off. If you have a very small gap to walk across, you can just walk over it. The propeller will let you walk over small gaps like that. I did not really play this much back in the day that I remember, but through Atari 2600 emulation, I was able to check this game out, and it's really quite cool. Definitely one of Activision's best. But yeah, just practicing, remembering where enemies and stuff is, that's critical to playing this game. If it appears that there's a wall, a couple screens ago it looked like there might have been a magma wall. You can blow up thin magma walls too, but it looked like there was maybe a magma wall to the far left. If it's like not completely visible, then you're probably not going to be able to bomb it. I mean, if part of it's off the screen, then you're not going to be able to bomb it. And later on in the game, hanging on to your bombs is critical, and note that you only get like 6 to start. Yeah, 6. If you run out, then your only option is to let your time run out, and you will lose a life, but you will start the stage over with all your bombs. Whoa, definitely don't want to go that way. Yeah, you get a little bit of light back when you set your dynamite charge if you've turned off the lantern by touching it. Yeah, you have a little bit of more room to move from the explosion than you might think. Ah, crap. I was not ready for that. There's a number of interesting frying effects in this game, and we'll look at some of that a little bit later. Note that you can hold down your laser for rapid fire. Kind of nice. Yeah, I didn't want to accidentally fall off and touch the snake. And sometimes there will be a raft. And now, flying off the raft doesn't quite work like you'd like it to. You need to hold up well in advance before you get off the raft. It's really stupid. The controls kind of piss me off in this game sometimes. Well, I just barely got to that miner in time, didn't I? The enemies are all going to be 50 points when you kill them. Like I said, the time remaining bonus goes up the further you get in this game. And then you'll get 50-point bonus for each bomb that you had left. Crap. And you get extra life at every 20,000 points. Yikes. Later on in the game, there will be... I just hate the hovering controls. They suck. Later on in the game, there will be magma walls that open and close, and you need to get through them quickly. And there will eventually be a tentacle. As I said before, when you're on the raft, it will move you right and left, and you need to hold up well in advance before you're going to get off. Before holding up will actually take effect, before you'll be able to fly upwards. Really, really, really sucks. I didn't have much time left there either. Again, if you run out of time, you have to start the stage all the way over. But if you're out of bombs, that's really your only option. If it's your last life, well, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, very seldom will you be, not very often will you be moving right or left to the next screen. Usually just straight down. Yeah, later in the game, you don't have enough time to react when you're dropping down onto a magma platform. Well, that was H.E.R.O by Activision and John Vanryzin in 1984, or Vanryzin. I think we're going to go ahead and, we're going to look at the 5 different game variations. All they do is start you on different levels. 1 starts you on level 1, 2 starts you on level 5, 3 starts you on level 9, 4 starts you on level 13, and 5 starts you on level 17. See, it's just 4 stages difference. And we're going to look at some frying effects. It's weird, I keep falling into the magma wall. But yeah, frying is wiggling the power switch between on and off, and sometimes it creates weird effects for your games. And note that there's a bomb on the other side, or a dynamite. I didn't put that there. Well, if you fry so that you see just a miner and a spider, and then this weird effect happened. I don't know what that's doing. But if you fry so that there's just a miner and a spider on the screen, let the power run out, and then you will have like 250 extra lives. Plenty enough lives to be able to get all the way through the game. There's only 20 levels, but the 20th repeats endlessly, and then it just says Pro. Yeah, level Pro. But here's one example, I think, of me having infinite lives. And let's keep frying until there's the miner and there's the spider. So we're on our way to getting the 250 lives trick. I'm like inside the wall, and I'm shooting my laser. But you just sit here and wait until your power runs out. We'll scoot forward to that happening. And once it runs out, you die, and you start back at the beginning of level 1. but you have 250 extra lives. There might be a weird effect that will make your lives turn to 0 if you get an extra life at 20,000. Yeah, and there's the opening, closing magma walls later. And then there's the tentacle later on in the game. Crap. Well, that is H.E.R.O, game number 8 in our 20 from the Atari 2600 series. Created by Activision and John Vanryzin, or Vanryzin. This is Crazy Clown Racing. Thanks for watching. And I will catch you later with game number 7. Take it easy, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.